This is starting to feel like a fucking script out of Cape Fear or something, dude. Seriously, this is getting creepy. I thought what would happen was they would put him in. Oh, sorry. I forgot I'm on the wrong one here. There we go. I thought they would put this dude into some sort of like mental health facility for a week or two until maybe he started not sounding crazy and not threatening Joe Rogan, and maybe they could get him over his weird schizophrenic obsession with Joe Rogan, but apparently they just let him out of jail. Breaking update, liverking bailed out after arrest for terroristic threat. Fires back at Joe Rogan in new video. Yeah, he's back on Instagram, boys. He's back on Instagram, and he's firing video after video, and I just watched this one, a little bit of it earlier, and he's still going after Joe Rogan. And he's still in this Austin hotel room. And I imagine this hotel room he's at is probably still surrounded by Joe Rogan's Navy SEALs. They're fucking watching him with binoculars, like everywhere he goes, keeping tabs on him. Joe, don't worry, Joe. He's just going to the convenience store. You're going to be fine, bro. You're going to be fine. This is getting wild, dude. I honestly, I think they should have kept him up. They should like put him into some sort of treatment center. I don't know if it's drug related or it's just a schizophrenic break, but figured out what it was and put him away. And then I'm guessing his family didn't. I think maybe his family's not playing along with that. If I was his family, I would say like, sorry, honey, you got to go away and get some help. We're here for you. We'll come visit you, but you got to get some help. But no, they need him out of jail to keep those dollars rolling. I think that's what it is. Now get him out, get him making IG videos again. So let's see what he's saying. Is he better now?
Blue Scorpion. How do you get ready for a fight? How does liverking get ready for a fight?
No, he's still talking. This is his first video out of jail. And he's still talking about the fight with Rogan.
Blue Scorpion. Denise Rexroth, she introduced me to it. It's sort of gives you a new disposition. And some guy, he thought if you just put him in jail, have the Violent Crimes Division, have them come arrest him for a terroristic threat. And
by the way, I know how he's making money now. I figured it out. The music they're playing in the background. Now, maybe he's not involved with this, and this is just a coincidence. But if you're a savvy businessman, you know you're going to play music in the background. It's going to get... I don't know, I can't connect my chat here again.
A member.
Basically, he's copyright claiming everybody reacting to his videos because of the music in the background. Okay? Heads up. Cannibal, thank you for becoming a member, man. By the way, last night's stream demonetized. All of the money went to the Liver King. And if Liver King doesn't have a deal with these people playing this Chinese fucking buffet music in the background so he can get a piece of it as well, he's stupid. Because, you play 10 seconds of that stupid background music, they take all the revenue from your video. So think about it. They've probably made a pretty penny the last couple days, or yesterday, and today as well, because he's continuing to pump out these videos with this background music. Like Too Lazy to Try. We'll watch that video in a little bit too. He did a good job kind of covering everything that's happened. Like, I'm sure Too Lazy to Try has already lost all of his revenue from the video he made today, which is getting a fuckload of views. So they're killing it by copyright claiming anybody that's playing the music that he's playing in the background. So that is one way to make money. I don't think people are buying his liver products anymore. So his family's like, no, get out here and play that stupid fucking Chinese buffet music in the background so that we can keep these dollars coming in to stay at this fancy fucking hotel. Just a theory. Just a theory, boys. Anyway, yeah, thanks for becoming a member. Look, some of my chat's back. Cool. I had to reconnect the chat to Streamlabs here. Anyway, how you doing? Yeah, we're gonna watch it. I mean, we're catching up. I'm completely fucking fascinated by this. I can't look away. So if this is all a publicity stunt, it's working because I can't look away. All right, let's see. He doesn't seem better so far.
the whole time that terroristic threat you thought was a bomb or something inside that box was actually a present back for you and your mothership colleagues for having my wife and me in mothership that I've held on to for a while, just looking for the right time to give it to you.
Did he even get any sleep? Did you guys did you at least give him some Valium or something so he'll get some damn sleep? What did you do? Did you just take him in and talk to him and go, okay, he's crazy, now let him out into the streets? I mean, get this man some help, dude.
So the terroristic threat...
I'll give him a chance. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Let's listen.
I actually don't want to say any details, nor any names. That's how you get ready for a fight. And you thought the videos would stop, but they will never stop because, you know, when you fight out of a principle, you got an infinite amount of venom. And then we'll hug and unite. Not before, because I gave you that chance. You didn't want to do it. I'll still invite you to do it after, and we don't have to hug after, but at some point you have to capitulate something.
Okay, well, I tell you what, for you guys that have no context, we'll play the Too Lazy to Try video right now, so you have the full context, because this is present, what's going on presently, and we'll play the video so you have the full context of what's happened up to this point. That'll make it a little easier, right? Let's pull up this Too Lazy to Try video. I think I have it saved here in my show links. Is this it? Yeah. You know, I'm very jealous of Too Lazy to Try and all of his success, but you know, go follow him, because every now and then when he's not like obsessed over how funny Joe Rogan is and all that shit, he does make good videos. So shout out Too Lazy to Try. I mean, he's killing it. He doesn't need my promotion.
Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos.
Yeah, let me shut down the background music, because that's going to probably clash here. All right. Too Lazy to Try.
Pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight. Joe Rogan, bro, just fucking invite me on. Release me of all these.
See, that's his music in the background. I guarantee you Too Lazy to Try lost all of the monetization for this video. So all of these views are going to the Liver King. Maybe it's not. Maybe he's just, because it was only one song that kept getting copyright claimed on my shit. So I could be wrong. But this is some generic shit you can make like an AI, right? You can go, hey, you can go into Suno, a million different AI things, create some, give me generic piano music or whatever, and have it create 10 of them and pick the best ones. And then you go to like something like CD Baby or one of these, anybody can sign up to it, register the song, and now boom, anybody plays that song, you got all of their money for their whole fucking stream. I think that's what's going on here. Now, I don't know if this guy's smart enough, Liver King, to be doing this, but he's probably got some financial people behind the scenes, allegedly, figuring out ways to monetize this fucking crash out.
Other things.
Just a theory, but
we're resting today.
A theory I have evidence because I've lost my revenue from playing these clips. So, okay, let's go.
If I could just formally get an invitation onto Joe Rogan podcast, and I'll release myself of leaving tomorrow. But guys, we're leaving tomorrow at around 12. Joe Cohen, he's my hype.
But we're catching up. These are all the videos leading
Joe Cohen
to him getting arrested.
All right, so we have disgraced influencer Liver King going through a manic episode and doing a bunch of drugs and trying to hunt down Joe Rogan to fight him, which got him arrested. So this guy, he's been completely spiraling ever since he got busted for using steroids. If you remember, he gained a lot of popularity a couple of years ago, and he started making the rounds on podcasts, and he went on a lot of Joe's friends shows like The Fighter and the Kid, Birdcast, and Flagrant, and he claimed he got his physique by eating raw meat, and he would always deny taking steroids, but then he got caught spending 10 grand a month on them. And since then, he's just been going through it. Like, he's completely lost his mind.
I mean, is that a normal amount of money to spend on, like, your average steroid user, 10 grand a month? Is that normal? Or is that like way, way, way more than the average steroid user? I mean, because the way he looks, it seems like he might be overusing the steroids just slightly. Just slightly.
And he's on some kind of hardcore drugs. Like, one of his pupils is like twice the size of the other. And he goes on these incoherent rants all day.
People have been talking about that for a while. I didn't even mention it yesterday, but I don't know what's going on here. We need to look up what can cause this. We need to go into ChatGPT and figure out. Let's diagnose him. What is this?
Instagram about how he's going to fight Joe Rogan and he's going to get on his podcast. So he's just deranged and he's desperate for attention too.
No, he's not homeless, Lifford. He's rich as fuck.
Wanted to have him on,
living the high life. He just looks homeless,
which obviously he wasn't wrong about.
Have you seen Liver King recently?
No, what's going on?
He seems like, I don't know, like borderline schizophrenic now.
Is that also, I think he was mentally ill, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
I would have, listen, let me just classify my definition.
Classify, Joe? I think you mean clarify.
Of mentally illness is
love you, Joe.
Someone who lies. I think it's a mental illness.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think lying when it's really obvious.
Yeah.
You're lying about taking steroids when it's super obvious you're on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
You're 46 years old. You look like a f***ing superhero. And you're right. You're just super jacked.
Yeah.
You know, and
A lot of people don't even believe the abs are real. They think he's had some sort of surgery to like enhance the look of his abs, because even when he sits down, like it still stays in like perfect ab form. Like it just doesn't make sense.
then gets caught. This guy's juice to the tits. Obviously, for a guy like you or a guy like me, we look at a guy like that, like, you've got to be on the juice. You don't even look remotely normal.
So I think this is a big reason why Liver King is going after Joe. And he also calls out Derek for more plates, more dates, who Joe was talking to there. And I think that's who exposed.
He's definitely gotten I don't think he was always this crazy. I've seen clips of him before, and he wasn't acting schizophrenic like this. So I don't know how old that clip is. I think that's an old clip. Maybe he's been acting schizophrenic for a while. But yeah, it seems to be getting worse.
Exposed him for the steroid use. So Liver King blames him and Joe for his downfall. And now that he's at rock bottom and he's smoking meth or whatever he's doing, and he hasn't slept in days, like he's always talking about how tired he is and how he needs to go to sleep, he's finally ready to challenge Joe Rogan. So he keeps posting these videos like he thinks the fight is going to happen, and he keeps trying to hype it up. And he said he's going to make Joe.
So Cameron W., yeah, you guys are doing research on this. Good job, guys. Cameron W., steroid use, talking about his eyes, one eye being bigger than the other, the pupil or whatever. Steroid use, especially prolonged or high dose use, can potentially cause unequal pupil sizes, a condition known as aniscoria. Aniscoria? I don't know. The text is small and I'm old. I need to get reading glasses.
Rogan pay, and he's ready to go to Austin to meet him, which is obviously just creepy because Joe wants nothing to do with him. You know, he didn't respond to this at all. And who knows if he was even aware of it at first. And if he was, he probably didn't really care that much. But then once Liver King showed up in Austin, then he had to take it a little more serious.
We're gonna make Joe Rogan pay, Big Chud, one of us, both of us. And I'm gonna make the other sleazy Derek, what's his name? And then he's gonna be a better man, and when he does, we'll be like, yeah, Better Man, that's his last name, Derek Betterman. And then the other guy, just forget about him, that's how you pay. Real tension, real fight, no, shame on you, bro. Shame on you, I'm gonna make you pay. I am gonna actually make you pay. And what you pay will be donated to Good and True. I was just thinking about going to sleep.
I don't look that old, but I am old.
Why do you go to sleep? Well, when do you go to sleep?
I still look kind of young, but I'm old. Trust me. I feel it.
When you're tired. Maybe I'll sleep when I'm tired. Sleep when I'm tired. I'm not really tired because I'm in fight mode. I'm not going to go to sleep, and I am going to sleep. I'm going to rest, but right now I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for my family, for what's right, and I'm not going to stop.
It's apparently a symptom of abusing steroids, according to what somebody said earlier. I already forgot exactly what he said or what it's called, but yeah, that could be from abusing steroids, which I think it's pretty clear at this point that he has abused steroids. I don't think that's up for debate.
And I'm going to fight until, oh, there's a cockroach right there. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Yeah. Oh, there you little cockroach friend. I'm going to make a quick video to weigh myself right now. In case you didn't know, I take shits on the ground. This is where I lay in the shower. I lay on the ground. That's my enema bucket. That's my enema bucket right there. And that's what I'm about to do, is I'm going to try and get a shit worked out. But I'm going to weigh myself so that it's official. I actually challenged Joe Rogan to a fight. True. $1 million, the loser pays to donate to a charity, good and true of my choosing. True. Ready to go immediately. That's true. I weigh 192, maybe less. And then afterwards, I still want to invite Joe Rogan, or I'll come to his house. I'm inviting him to mine for us to have dinner afterwards.
Yeah, I'm sure Joe would love to have dinner with this guy.
I honestly, the more I'm watching this, I don't think he really wants to hurt Joe Rogan. I think his career's ending and he knows it, and he's having a schizophrenic break, and he wants to go on Rogan's show to save his career. At the same time, he's having a schizophrenic break, so this is the way it's coming out from a crazy schizophrenic person. I don't know. But there is a clip that I saw on X earlier. I think Alex Jones posted it, which was the clip that made Austin Police Department actually arrest him and press charges on him. So we'll play that in a second. Let's get through this one.
I mean, he's basically like a feral animal at this point. You know, he's always scampering around the woods and he has cuts all over his face and he shits on the floor. And now he's hunting down his prey, Joe Rogan, even though Joe would easily kick the shit out of this guy. But I mean, it sounds like he wants to get choked out by Joe. He keeps talking about how that would be his dream.
And you're a black belt, but you've never come across something like this. Willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out. I pray to God, because that's a dream come true. It feels.
See, this is when it gets like, okay, you want to fight him? All right, I get that. Yeah, people talk shit about Joe. Now it's like, there are points where when he starts talking, it starts sounding like it's more than just a fight, you know?
Good. And then the limbs, what I'm hoping is that you, Joe Rogan, are thinking, I'm going to choke that motherfucker out, lights out, I'm going to choke him out. And I kind of hope that if you win, that's how it happens, because like to wake up from that dream, that's a good feeling. And then anything else that you could break on me, break it on me. I hope that you won't feel me tap. That's never happening, tapping, because I have something actually to fight for.
So basically he's saying Joe can choke him out and then use his jujitsu to break every single limb and he's not going to tap out. That's what it sounds like to me. That's my deciphering of Madman's ranting.
Actually, that's my family.
And things got even more serious when he traveled to Austin with his family and he started making threats towards Joe. And then he also even had merch made. He brought a bunch of boxes of t-shirts with his and Joe's face on them. And he kept acting like he was talking to Joe in these videos. So he is completely unhinged. And I don't know how his family is just going along with this. I mean, he needs to get some serious help.
Capital of Texas. What's the capital of Texas? Houston. It's Houston. Guess what? You're dead, bitch.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, this is the clip that that got him basically arrested for terroristic charges. You know, I can see it. I can see it.
You're dead. You're dead. Because yeah. Welcome to Texas. We just got here.
He just shows up in Austin and he tells Joe Rogan he's dead. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if he wasn't planning on doing anything crazy and he's just really trying to get Joe Rogan to fight him, it's possible that he's just talking shit, but I don't know. When you factor in the ramblings of a madman, the schizophrenic break he's having, it gets a little terrifying. And it starts to feel like maybe this threat should be taken seriously. And honestly, he should be in a mental asylum right now getting the help he needs. His family should be demanding it.
Mace, Joe Rogan, I'd like for you to meet Doberman 1.
Well, I do like his dogs.
Axe.
I hope somebody else besides him is making sure those dogs are getting taken care of right now. Because I don't think this guy's in the state of mind to be caring for animals, but maybe I'm wrong.
I met him, but maybe you weren't.
I'm sure his wife or somebody's helping.
Paying attention. I'd like for my family to meet your family. These are my family call and my family. We're bringing free Wi-Fi with us. The password is fuck you, Joe Rogan. Fuck you, Joe. But it's only one time, not twice. Let me start over.
Glass says the black box he had that was a surprise for Rogan had a 1911 firearm inside of it. Where'd you hear that, Glass? Is that being reported? I'll look that up, but I know he had guns, like some of the videos that he was posting before he went to Austin back at his home. There were guns in the background and shit. And then there, he said he had a package coming from home or something like that. It's hard to make sense of what he's saying, but some of the things can be interpreted to look like he's looking for more than just a good old fashioned MMA fight. If you get my drift.
Password is fuck you, Joe Rogan. Hey, Joe Rogan, I want to introduce you to Jim Riggs. Jim Riggs. This is Joe Rogan. You might know what this is, Joe Rogan. I'm going to call it Jim Riggs.
I can't get the Jim Riggs reference. I look up who Jim Riggs is, and he's like an old retired football player who's still alive. He keeps talking about this Jim Riggs that died. And I can't find any Jim Riggs that died. I don't know. Maybe you guys know who the fuck Jim Riggs is. Only thing I could find was this old football player from like the 70s or some shit.
Things are for real.
He was a tight end.
If you were to take a picture of this, what do you see?
Is this the box that had the pistol? Is that what you're saying, bro?
Technology.
So then after this, the next day, law enforcement had to get involved, and Liver King was arrested for terroristic threats towards Joe Rogan, which is for the best. I mean, somebody needed to step in and get this guy to chill. Like, he definitely would have ended up hurting somebody.
We can build people, celebrate comedy's awesome. You're still great, Joe Rogan.
He's crashing out already, Lidford. Yeah, and Jamie, I don't know. I think that's the fear, is that, you know, somebody said he was going to go Chris Benoit on everybody. And that's the fear. Like, when people are this out of touch with reality, it's scary. It's scary. That's why you got to get him help. And it seems like his family is dropping the ball here. You know, I feel for his family, but from an outsider looking in, it looks like they're willing to just let him go through this crash out live for the internet to see, just because it's going to make some money. That's what it looks like for me from the outside in, but I could be wrong.
I did plan that one.
Hey, we know.
You're not going to stop recording.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let's just not have that on your pocket.
A Leatherman?
Yeah.
A Leatherman.
Knife in it.
This is before. This is when the cops are outside giving him like 12 minutes before they'll arrest him, and he's got a knife on him and a big nail file that looks like a knife, but it's a nail file, and he wants to take all these with him to the police as they're going to arrest him. He's lucky the arrest was peaceful and nothing happened, because, like I said yesterday, I don't know what it is about people having like schizophrenic breaks. They just want to hold sharp objects in their hand, and it's just not a good idea.
It's not reasonable to have a Leatherman?
They're going to take it off of you.
Okay, keep protecting me like Peter Nemeth tried to. Don't say anything. Contract, don't say anything. What did I do that's illegal? Can somebody first just tell me? Because as soon as you can do that and keep recording. Because what we do is family. You never have to be embarrassed of family. Ancestral honor, it's called reputation. Yeah, so y'all boys should too. Everyone should be coming.
Yeah. A lot of you were here yesterday. You saw all of this. We watched all these videos. But for the people that don't have the context, we're almost done with it. And then we'll get to present time, which is they let him out of jail. Okay.
All of that could be.
I'm going to trust you made the right decision there, but
Yep. They're in unmarked.
I think it needs a couple
How
weeks
much
at
time
least
do you think we have? Wait, they're unmarked?
of good treatment.
How do you know the police?
Because I saw their badge.
How do you know the real badges?
Because I'm worked in law enforcement for a
What
very
is
long
he
time.
drinking there?
On this family, we didn't get outside to say our prayer. If they'll be nice enough to give me 2 minutes, I ask that you please show me what I need to see today, revealed to me, my family, what we need to feel to us today. Please seal it into us, dear God, with the expression of action that's good and true, framework good and true, dear God, please.
Yeah, so that's what the Liver King is up to. It's wild, but I guess
Maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like just a bunch of crazy rambling with dear God in between. So that makes it a prayer.
at the same time, it's not that surprising. I mean, this guy obviously always seemed pretty crazy, and him falling off just made him completely snap. So hopefully he can get some help, and we'll see if Rogan addresses this. He might just try to ignore it, but
I don't think Rogan's going to address it. I think Rogan's going to completely, maybe one of his guests might bring it up, and then Rogan will have like a quick comment and then change the subject. That's probably the most we'll hear from Rogan about it.
let me know what you guys think. And if
He'll probably be upset if one of his guests bring it up. He'll give him that stare like, the fuck you bringing that up for?
like this video,
Yeah. So, yeah, he was arrested last night and released today. So overnight in jail. I'm guessing he was able to convince him that his plan is not to murder Joe Rogan, but that he legitimately just wants to fight him in a sporting way or some shit. I don't know. But I have to criticize his family. Why are they not? Like, he needs to be in a mental health facility or a rehab, whatever the fuck is causing him to spaz out like a absolute crazy person. You got to figure that out.
Something.
Or maybe there's no fixing it. Maybe this is just who he is now. Maybe he's got permanent brain damage. If that's the case, that's fucked.
And real
I
tension,
don't know.
real fight. Can you believe it? Restraining orders and stuff like that. Well, no laws will be broken. I can assure you of that. No details will be spoken either. Somebody knows his way around
He's
some
lost his
things.
mind.
I invite you to
Hey,
tune
Joe,
in.
You're safe, Joe. Don't worry. No one's
There's
coming.
free Wi-Fi all week.
$4.99.
Ask me what the
Feel bad for Liverstone King. Seriously looks bad.
Yeah. It's a sad thing. And his family should be like not allowing him to film his fucking crash out, his mental health episode for the world, They should be like, let's stop filming. You know, let's go to this treatment center and let's get you some help. But no, man, they're riding that fucking gravy train all the way till it crashes into the fucking mountain, dude. That's what it looks like.
Password is for the free Wi-Fi. It's awesome. Blue Scorpion. Instagram.
I think that's some other shit he sells. Blue Scorpion. I don't know. Isn't that the same thing that Shaw bought? And he was like, man, it fixed me overnight. And it turns out it was just total bullshit. I don't know. There's a lot of bullshit products sold, but here's another video.
Live. I hope that it's working live.
Thank you for the $5, Ryan. I appreciate it.
Because live is.
And by the way, let's see where we're at with what are we at? Over 50 yet? This is one thing I don't like is that I can't see my likes on Stream Elements, so I got to jump back and forth. Where are we at? 30 likes. My God, guys. This is pathetic. Smash the thumbs up. Let's go. If you forgot, if you're enjoying the show, smash the thumbs up. And if you want to become a member, link in the description, or you can send a super chat, and it's much appreciated. All right, let's get back to it.
It's more interesting when.
Smash the fucking like.
Live in real time. It's great. Thank you for all the prayers, by the way. People praying for me. And you should also pray for yourself. Pray
He's
for your
too
family.
jacked.
Lock that down. Fist bump pound. Lock it down. You should do all that. I am going to the Capitol. I'm already in the Capitol, but we're going to like Capitol, the location. And I've been given the gift of a restraining order just recently. And so if anybody knows if someone else whose first name rhymes with blow, whose last name is Rogan, I'm not allowed to say it for copyright, I might sue.
It's not copyright. It's just it's probably part of the restraining order that you're not allowed to talk about him online either. But I don't think changing his name slightly will get around it. You know, like instead of saying Joe Rogan, you say Blow Hogan. And like, oh, the court's not going to know who you're talking about. Yeah. So he's not obeying court orders at this point. Dude, get him into a mental health facility. Seriously, before this gets really ugly. I think it's not a good idea to let this man back out in his current state.
You're not allowed to laugh. I'll put you in jail on that one too.
It's irresponsible. That's the word I was looking for.
If anybody knows if he's around the Capitol, there's a restraining. I'm not allowed to say that either. Just let me know if he'll be within 200 yards. How do I say this without saying?
So he's probably by the court order, he's not even allowed to mention that he has a restraining order. So he's trying to tell everybody Joe's got a restraining order on him in a way that won't get him in trouble. Sorry, you're probably already in trouble.
Oh, this is tough.
I give it a day tops before he's back in jail, if he doesn't leave Austin.
I know now it looked really smart. My name is Liverking. I earned that name. I'm a real king. I'm going to the capital of Austin with my dogs, axe and mace. I'm inviting my queen to be there with me. I hope she comes.
Did his family go back home?
It's not my intent to fight.
They should probably go back home. I don't know. I'm worried about his family, but again, I also kind of blame his family and not his kids. I blame his wife. I don't know what the fuck, his kids are young still. This has got to be traumatic for them to see their dad going through this. When I say his family, I need to start saying his wife. I kind of blame his wife as well for this.
With anybody at that time, I have a different plan there. It's like when you set a precedent in court and people say things like verses, like Rogan versus liverking. We're going to try and work on that law in principle. Bullies being big shouldn't be allowed to get away with not good and true. If it's good and true, you should be able to get away with it. But Rogan versus liverking, again, it's not what you think.
Okay, so I've been listening to this guy for the last couple of days. I think good and true is the new slogan he's really trying to push. And it really means nothing in this context. It still makes no sense because he's mad at Rogan because Rogan pointed out truth, which is the guy was getting jacked because of steroids, not because his raw meat diet. So again, yeah, sorry. We'll get back to it.
Filmmaker, the funny, the actual genius comedian, good and true. That guy's good and true. I'll pick a funny fight with him. So
I'm
We're
trying.
gonna go
I'm
there for
trying to
that
make
reason,
sense
but
of a madman's ramblings. I probably should stop.
200 yards. 200 yards. Restrain myself. I must do. If anybody, here's how we do it. If anybody's last name is Rogan, and you're in the capital of Austin, Texas, like Capitol Hill stuff place, like where they make laws, like Rogan versus Liver King, where bullies that are big, that don't just do good and true, are held accountable. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. So if you don't mind,
Bro, he's not. You're the bully that wants to fight him. You're the bully that flew all the way from another city, who's trying to pick on poor little Joe Rogan and fight him because he said something about you that you didn't like. And because your career is crashing out, all of your fucking frustration and anger is getting pointed at Rogan to try to stay relevant. I mean, it's convenient, right? Like, if you're going to point all your anger and frustrations, yeah, point it at the guy that when you talk about him, it keeps you relevant. So,
just
he's still
don't-
crazy. He's still crazy. They should not have let him out. Hello? The dude's still fucking crazy. Look at him.
be there
Listen to him.
for a little while within 200 yards. Oh, how about this? If your first name starts with a J,
Doge Hordler super chatted $5. He stands no chance against Rogan. He's mentally ill.
Yeah, I don't think he's also as trained as Rogan is. Rogan has been training for fighting his whole life. So yeah, I think Rogan would pick him apart easily. But yeah, the thing is, like, weapons could be involved. And that's when, you know, no matter how well trained somebody is, if somebody's got a weapon, like, who knows what this guy's going to bring to the fight, you know? So you just shouldn't fight crazy people, okay? Maybe if they sanction it at an MMA gym and they had to, like, he had to go through metal detectors and then you just choke him out real quick and then run, you know? But yeah, of course Rogan's not going to fight this guy, but wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? That might save iDubbbz's event, right? If he got Joe Rogan and Liver King in there, whatever the fuck that shit's called, Fighter Clash, Creator Clash, whatever. Yeah, that would save it. Get it done, iDubbbz. Get Rogan and Liver King on the card. It's never going to happen.
and the last name is Rogan, announce yourself.
Thank you for the $5.
If you're
Hot.
at Capitol, in the actual Capitol, like where it looks really cool. Where is it at? Where are you at, Capitol? That's where we're going. Somewhere. I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, boy!
Hey, arrest him for
So
disturbing
all
the
those
peace.
actually bleed when you're barbarian. So we're gonna go there, and
Dude, you're not a barbarian. You're a crazy person from Texas who's taken way too many fucking steroids. That does not make you a barbarian. That makes you a juice head.
I invite
A lot of
everyone
them
else
out
to
there.
come. The news should be there. But
King Juice Head.
if your first name starts with a J and the last name is Rogan, I actually do invite your family, and I take it back. I invite you to come to meet my family. That's
Bro, you're not even supposed to talk about him. Now you're talking about his family, dude. This is weird.
what I invite. But
He's gonna get arrested again. Guaranteed.
because of these things, the ankle monitor, stuff like that,
He's
and
gonna
because
fucking-
of
All right, so they let him out, but they got an ankle monitor on him. Dude, don't we have any kind of mental health? I mean, this guy's got so much money. He's staying at these super nice fucking hotels. He's got a mansion at home. I don't know. Maybe he's in massive amounts of debt to, like, fund this lifestyle for his family. So it's possible that he's still living like he's rich, but he's not. But it looks like he's got some money. I'm sure he could finagle the amount of money he would need to get some good mental care, to go in for a month to a facility and you know, really get himself straightened out and get his mental health back. But no, just give him an ankle monitor and just wait until he does something crazy again and then arrest him again.
law, I can invite you to do that. Not tonight. Not until after July, this date, after these things are resolved, which I can't say. After then
You
everyone
just said it all,
is
though.
invited. But just tonight, I'm gonna invite the news. Any news who wants to come? Actually, I invite the whole world to join live in real time.
I might. Should I go? I'm news, bro. I'm the news. I'm close. I'm about an hour and a half probably where he's from. Maybe I should go. And put on my journalist hat.
I invite everybody, especially Texans,
I'm a Texan.
Texas is cool.
I'm a Texan.
Welcome to Texas.
So I got a quick question though, Liver King. If I go, you're not gonna kill me, are you? You're not gonna stab me with that fucking nail file, are you? I hope not. You know? Will you be cool? Will you be nice?
Rogan. You're from another place, I think. Were you from California? I don't know. I think so. But now you moved here recently, and I'm from here. I was born on a naval air base, military family I come from, but predominantly in Texas. Actually, 99% of my life lived here in Texas, maybe more.
He's from the same town I'm from. I may have ran into this guy a few times because he's from San Antonio. That's where I'm from. So I may have bumped shoulders with this guy without realizing it a long time ago. I doubt it. But yeah, that's one point I got to brag about. Hey, you know, I'm from the same place Liver King's from. Yeah.
Military bases, Lackland Air Force Base, yeah, boy, Fort Sam Houston. Many trips to Wilford Hall. That's how we do it in Texas. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. Oh, fuck. How do I say that? Not get in trouble.
You're already in trouble,
If anybody
dude.
is
Lock
watching
him
this
up.
live and not recording it, if you could just edit that last part out, so
Lock
there's
it.
not a copyright or some kind of.
It's not a copyright. It's a restraining order. You're going to break the restraining order, and they'll probably arrest you again. I don't know. I've never had to deal with restraining orders before. I've never had one on me or put one on anyone else. But I think if you break it, like they'll bring you back in, right? They'll like come in and arrest you again. I think.
IP infringement, so there's no other additional threat that could possibly restrain or constrain what's wild and free, primal to begin with.
Wild.
I
Is this
invite
wild and free?
everybody to come join.
Is that what this is? Jesus
to meet
Christ.
me and my queen. We're gonna have our boys with us, Axe and Mace.
Guys, in the future, if I ever get married and I refer to my wife as my queen, just know something's wrong with me, okay? Just, you know, at that point, I need to be locked up as well.
We're gonna be in Austin today, in probably about an hour or two. And you're gonna love this part. You know why I say that? An hour or two, you're gonna love this. Listen closely, you guys. I'm gonna be there pretty soon. I'm gonna say it.
Whatever he was doing this is from 2 hours ago. You guys see that, right? So we're going to catch up. There's more videos, okay? This is not. We're going to be here a while, catching up with the saga of the Schizo Liver King.
Because I have a curfew at 9 o'clock. I have a curfew. I have to be tucked away. I get to be tucked away. That's my gift, to be nestled in home with my queen and my boys and my dogs. That's my curfew now, is at 9 p.m. That's where I have to be.
Oh shit!
And I'm
He's
not
got a
allowed
curfew
out
too.
of that space until 6 a.m. That's my new curfew. With this thing, that's an ankle bracelet. It's a little bit of added weight.
So yeah, I mean, I guess a charge that has terrorism in it, they probably take pretty fucking seriously. I imagine that's what's going on. Thank you, Doge.
Doge Hordler super chatted $10. If he cared about his boys and his queen, he wouldn't put himself in the situation that he's in.
I don't think he's thinking rationally. That's where he needs his queen to be the one thinking rationally and be like, okay, let's stop filming and stop trying to profit off of this crash out, and let's get you some help. Long term, that'll be what makes us the most money. Even if she's greedy, like, she should be thinking like that. But I don't know. Some people are saying she's not all there either. So maybe that's possible, that they're both just not all fucking there. I don't know. Yeah, thank you for the 10, Dodge.
It makes my legs
Doge.
stronger. It's a unilateral load that adds to coordination that I otherwise wouldn't have asked for that gift. But that's the new gift that one is. We're going to wear that ankle bracelet until we no longer do. But congruent with that ankle bracelet is the restraint to now have a curfew. So I have to hurry up and get over there because I have a curfew, and that curfew is the gift. So now I get to be tucked in my home a little earlier with my family. So that's why we're going right.
I don't know what I said to make you worried, John, but I'm not going anywhere, bro. It's all good. I don't take what I say too seriously, John. Remember the intro song for this show? It's not that serious. Don't take it that serious, bro.
Now today.
Love you,
and why
John.
I'm in
All's
a little
good.
bit of a rush. That's what's going to be happening next. But in the meantime, my queen and I are going to have a couple of bone-in steaks at the Four Seasons. I said, hey, Christian King, man, he's a barbarian. He's my
So yeah, they're living like
assistant.
kings.
He's barbarian. He's awesome. Christian, could you get me a couple of pieces of meat? I haven't eaten since yesterday. Since yesterday, I haven't eaten. And actually, I don't think it was yesterday. It was the day before. It's the day before because whenever we left Houston is when I had my last bite of meat. And then then somebody came to get me to put me in jail, in Austin jail. I didn't know about that one. But I'm hungry. I weigh 179 pounds or something like that. I'm really hungry.
Well, then fucking eat.
And I'm preparing for a fight that is unwinnable by both.
Dude, you're going back to jail. They let him out of jail and he's just continued on. He is not, nothing has changed. These are the same videos, the same threats. He's going back to jail, dude. I'm going to have to check for updates to see if he's already back in jail yet. I don't know. I guarantee there was I forgot whose video I was watching earlier. Maybe it was Coach Colin or something. He was going over this. And there's a part from the videos yesterday where the guy that's filming this crash out says something like Joe's team left. So people are theorizing that Joe has his team of Navy SEALs because, Joe's got a fucking army of people working for him that are like ex-Navy SEALs. I don't know how many it is, but it's hardcore. They're basically staking out this guy's hotel and watching his every move. But I don't know if that's true, but wouldn't that be funny and hilarious? I think it would.
Both parties, but if you're not looking to win or lose, if you're looking to hold up a principle, maybe everybody fucking wins. Good and true.
Good and true, man.
So I'm starving. So I was like, hey, Christian King, can you get us a couple of steaks? Bone-in. Make it bone-in and bone marrow. And then a couple of burgers, patties only. Can you get me patties only on those burgers? Because I need also an assortment of like fancy meats and all that stuff. I said, Christian, I'm not going to eat all that, right? You know that, right? So it's like, that's actually for my boys, Axe and Mace. They're starving.
John, you got to realize, like, most of the people in here are autistic, like you, John. So don't like hold anything anybody says against you. Like, don't take it personally. They're just, everybody's got their thing, man. John. So don't take it personal.
They're starving. And
it's all good. Everybody loves you in here, John. We're all voting for you to be president. Remember that. Just some of us are autistic.
What they get down on. But if I don't have they're gonna eat with me.
This video is still going. This video is still going. By the way, this is the same video. This is the second one we played. This has got to be over 10 minutes. Instagram doesn't tell you how long the videos are, so you got to ride with it.
They're not home doing the wild. They don't get to do the wild, which is awesome.
Did he say he was starving his kids?
I have to throw them some of those.
I can't move back at all on the fucking desktop app for Instagram. So if I missed it, I missed it.
Pieces of meat. Yeah.
Oh, there's more, bro, man, dude. This is not the last video. This is not the latest update. We're catching up. This is everything he's done since he's gotten out of jail. We're going on a full Liver King schizo adventure.
Look at him. Just this guy sitting there.
And by the way, thank you guys who have super chatted so far, because trust me, all the money's going to his management, who have come up with a brilliant scheme to make money off everybody reacting to this fucking crash out. Somebody said earlier that his management's trying to turn him into like the next locale, and they're like, well, that's how we'll make money off him now. Just turn him into a locale. That could be what's going on.
Oh, you're annoyed, or do you want some? Which one? What if I move away? Do you want more or less?
I do feel bad. I feel as bad for his dogs as I do for his kids. Yeah, I hope even in this manic state, he's still taking good care of them, because his dogs are cute as fuck. I love Dobermans.
Which one is it, huh? You're tired. You deserve a rest. How about this?
He's literally talking to himself. He's talking to his dog, but he's really just comforting himself.
Rest with. To be still. To be loved. To earn that kind of companionship. Or the caveman companion. Because we're going to have dinner. I don't have a lot of time because I was
That's
given
what's
the
so
gift
good
of
about
a
dogs.
curfew.
You could be crazy as fuck, and the dog's still gonna love you.
I get that one. I'll be back in a minute, okay? We're gonna have dinner. My queen, my boys, and I are gonna go hang out at the Capitol.
So, yeah, his wife's still
Rogan
there.
versus Liver King. Yeah, it's going down. It's still happening.
I mean, what a crazy soundtrack to live your life to. What a crazy fucking soundtrack, dude.
Undeniable at some point.
Maybe if they turn this crazy fucking music off, it might help with his fucking manic episode. Because this music is not helping, dude.
It's like, oh, what am I gonna do? But it can all be done with love, but it won't be done tonight because I'll be breaking the law. So if you like to come to the Capitol, then I'll leave gracefully and lovingly, just so that we can both uphold the law of the greatest fucking state. It's called Texas. You're not from here, but you recently moved here. Welcome.
Did this restart? Did this whole thing restart? I think it did, didn't it? All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Thank you. Easy.
Okay, this one's from 2 hours ago as well.
Oh, we're recording? Oh, bro, you should put this. Come on in real quick. You can put this as a video, only with permission. Queen wants a steak, so guess what? We go from 2 steaks.
Dude, I'm locked into this fucking drama, dude. I'm sorry, guys. We're riding this out. I'm locked
for
in.
This guy, Axelrod. Okay, I'm gonna order this real quick because this isn't actually a video, but feel free to share it if it makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 steaks, bone-in steaks. Bone-in steaks. He wants to know what's in my pocket. Okay, I'm focused again. I'm focused. You get love later. Look, you get love. I know you deserve it right now. 3 steaks, bone-in, medium. 2 burgers, the biggest ones that you have without buns or anything. It's just burger patties. That's it. Just burger patties, the biggest ones. Those are
So is he actually eating cooked meat now? That might be a good idea. Let's try cooking our meat.
for my boys, Axe and Mace. And then an assortment of your fine meats, delicatessen, whatever. Those are all from my boys, Axe.
So this is all from the money he made last night from stealing everybody's fucking AdSense from everybody that reacted, but from that stupid fucking music in the background. He's like, Joe, settle the fuck down, Joe.
Doge Hordler super chatted $5. This drama is so big. Fox News is reporting on it, lol.
Dude, really? Okay, I'll look that up too, man. Yeah, why wouldn't you report on this shit? This is huge. What was I saying? I don't know. Joe fucking yelling at me and it fucking threw me off.
And Mace, I just need little
Stop
treats
yelling at
to
me,
be able
Joe.
to give them throughout the day because they're awesome companions and they're locked up in the city. But look at what they actually want to do and then look at his face. Yeah.
Thank you for the 5, Doge.
Because you belong where?
You rock, brother.
Yeah. You know, but you also know when I talk like there's something good's gonna happen, right? Yeah. And hopefully you get all of it without your brother. Your brother does, but we all share. We all share because we came here to pick a fight.
Imagine living with this all day long. This never stops. I think this is literally like camera on or off. This is him nonstop all day long, just ranting, just fucking madness, dude. I think if I had to live around somebody like this, like I would start having like schizophrenic episodes as well. It would make me I'm feeling a little schizophrenic just watching this dude.
All right, we're going to do it, but we're going to share. And it already started, so what happens at the end, that's up to us, okay? That's what happens next. I haven't eaten since yesterday.
What happens at the end? What happens at the end? Hopefully you get fucking help, dude.
You know that, Christian? Yes, sir. Yesterday, before we left Houston, Liver King, Chef Lionel, and Idris, which I hope come.
forgot
Oh,
also off
I
camera.
forgot one thing on the order. Make sure you get the thing on the order. What's the other? What I miss? Bone marrow, boom, lock it down, fist bump, pound. Boom. Oh, Christian King, he's got it. He's a real barbarian. He's my assistant, a real barbarian. Who's your assistant? I challenge him to do barbarian, to become a barbarian, to know what that's like.
He's calling out young Jamie now too.
Seth Rogan. Seth Rogan, to your assistant, I challenge him to do that, and I would love to be able to.
You know the Austin Police Department sitting here watching these videos right now, right? They're not live streaming it like me, but they're watching them going, oh, fuck, we're going to have to arrest this guy again. Because, yeah, okay, now, instead of saying Ro Hogan or whatever, now you're saying Seth Rogan. They know who the fuck you're talking about, dude. This is not going to trick them into thinking you're not violating your restraining order, dude.
To pay for his or her way. Okay.
Here's the thing. I don't think young Jamie has an army of Navy SEALs. Joe, you might need to get a few of your guys and have them on Jamie just to be safe. All right, you know.
Bone marrow goes with
Gotta
all
keep
of it.
gotta keep young Jamie safe as well.
I haven't eaten since yesterday. I've been. I don't know if I can say. I can say it. They put me in the jail. And so nothing to eat today. I guess we're doing this right now. Nothing to eat. I need to take a shower. Smell great. I just ran outside. Christian, you know.
I think so.
Doge Hordler super chatted $5. Guy thinks he grew a beard and now he's a barbarian.
I mean, he does have the look of a barbarian, but he cheated to become a barbarian. He didn't go invade any fucking villages and conquer. He just took a lot of steroids. But look, I'll admit, he does look like a barbarian, Doge. He does.
I haven't eaten today. And
I mean, but yeah, if you want to look like a barbarian, just do so much steroids that your brain begins to rot inside of your fucking skull. And you will be a barbarian too.
I should do my
You'll even talk like a barbarian.
into with my new present right here. I'm wearing clothes, but I bet I get a decent weigh in. What's it saying? It says 180 points.
Well, how did you gain weight if you haven't eaten anything? Because he was 178. He said he hadn't eaten anything, but he gained 2 pounds. How's that possible? I guess, he must not have slept. Sometimes you don't sleep. You put on a few pounds, you don't lose it till you sleep, and then the next day you wake up pissed, and then you drop it. Whatever. I don't know. You're gaining weight, dude. You're a fucking fatty now, bro.
6. So, if Seth
At 5'2", that's pretty heavy. He's 5'2", 180. That's a problem, dude. You need to hit the gym.
Rogan, if you have any cousins or brothers or uncles that are black belts in jiu-jitsu, trained black
That's his
belts in
audio.
jiu-jitsu,
Get back in the fucking right here.
a pretender. I would love a man to man, just a man to a fucking
in the
man,
right ear,
challenge
bro.
you to a fight, an honorable
I hate when it's just in one ear. It fucking bugs me.
fight. Nobody's gonna die.
That's good to
No
hear.
one's gonna die.
That's good.
So when I hope that we both.
I don't know if he's really 5'2". I should have just ran with it. Yeah, he's 5'2". He is really short, though. He's shorter than Rogan, so that should tell you something.
hurt. I hope so, but no one's gonna die.
Oh, thank
so I
God.
just challenge you like
Thank
that, man to man, and that's what I weigh, 180 with a bunch of clothes. I probably weigh 176 afterwards, right? But I can weigh
it's
more
the
if you
clothes.
like, or I can weigh less, whatever you'd like for me to weigh, and whatever date, Seth Rogen, your cousin or uncle is ready to fight, whatever day that is. Today would be great. I like right now, right?
So he's saying Seth Rogen, and then apparently Joe Rogan's related to Seth Rogen. Genius tactic, dude. The police are never going to know what you're saying here.
Right now it's tasty, it's delicious. That's what I'll have for dinner. Can you
They're like, here's a restraining order. Don't talk about Joe Rogan. Don't threaten Joe Rogan. Don't talk, anything to do with Joe Rogan. You can't even talk about him. First thing he does, get out, records a video. I want to fight Seth Rogen.
you get me that for dessert?
Dude. Yeah, they don't know.
Okay,
They
and
don't
then
know what
will
you're
you
saying.
ask them whatever the Wi-Fi password is for this place? I don't want you to say it. In fact, we changed it. The first 3 characters are no longer there. Can I just say it to them?
Yes,
Do you know what
Seth Rogen's going to put a restraining order on him now?
it is if you eliminate the first 3 characters? I'm sorry, not the first 3, but the first 3 characters before Rogan.
You just
It
said
would
his
be.
name.
You say let's just do mouth it together real quick. It would be.
That's fuck you, Rogan. That's his Wi-Fi password. So yeah, you should probably go back to where's he from? Nashville at this point, if you don't want to get locked up again and you want to continue being a crazy person and not get treatment. Maybe go back to Nashville. Maybe they'll accept that over there.
Yeah. Okay, I think he knows. I'm gonna ask again. Okay. So there's actually the free Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure. Or no, I need Wi-Fi here at the. So when we get the dinner and all that stuff and the dessert, will you please ask him what the password is to the Wi-Fi? Oh shit! Do you know it? Do you know it? No. I think you actually know what it is. What is the password to the Wi-Fi here?
You want me to say it?
Say it.
Fuck you, Joe Rogan.
You edit that part out. I didn't say it. Someone else said it.
He's so fucking cooked. He's going
The
back.
password is "fuck you."
Lock him up.
Rogan. So, no copyright infringements. You never even saw the guy's face because his beard was covered.
It's not copyright that you need to be worried about, bro. It's the police in the restraining order that you're violating right now. I need another cup of coffee if I'm not going to become a schizophrenic watching this. So
To
be
begin
right
with.
back.
But if you look below that other guy versus that guy, indelible. Your name doesn't matter. Joe Snurlman. Your name doesn't matter either. In fact, we're boycotting Joe Snurlman. We're not going to do that to the other one. He's from California. I'm from Texas. Welcome to Texas. To anyone who's in Texas. That's what we're going to have for dinner. I'm starving.
Bro, he's more
like
Texas
shit.
than you
what I
now.
weigh?
Shut up.
Just tell me whatever you'd like for me to weigh, Seth Rogan. What would you like for me to weigh? When can we do that thing I like for it to be right now? The fight. Friendly, honorable fight. Man to man. No one's threatening with a bomb. No additional... There's just no one's family will... Let's be explicitly clear. Nobody's family will ever be at risk. Man to man, that's what ancestral courage is. To put oneself at risk for a greater good. That's what courage is. It kind of feels good, you know, to be a man like that. So whenever you're ready, whatever you want me to weigh, and I'll come to you. I already did. But I'm also inviting you to come to me, because after this week, well, life continues, you know. Life on earth, it continues. And I want your family to know my family, the kind of love that we actually have, and the kind of good that real kings, alliances,
He's still going.
what we can actually do. That's a dessert I'll double down on. Yeah, you should unsubscribe to More Plates More. What's his last name? Unsubscribe. Vigorous Need. Have you seen?
Yeah, so if you didn't watch earlier, I think Too Lazy to Try covered it, but More Plates, More Dates, Derek from More Plates, More Dates is also part of his vendetta list because he's the one that was talking shit about him with Rogan.
Lorax, Guardians
And revealing his massive amounts of steroid usage, which he tried to pretend was a lie.
Galaxy. Vigorous Need. Unsubscribe to him too. The Johnny Bravado.
Doge
I
Hoarder
said
super
don't
chatted $5. Guy played too much of Crusader Kings 3. He thinks he's an actual royalty.
I do get a sense of like he's working on trying to sound like an old fashioned like king. It seems like I hear it every now and then. Like he's working on like a sound like I don't know. You just hear it come out. It's like, oh, he could almost play like an old fashioned knight or something.
Subscribe. I don't know what he did, but then he picked a fight with my queen.
Thank you for the $5, Doge.
Not very bravado, Johnny. You try to hide behind your title. You have to respect me. It's what I do. I'm not a man. No, not that. You have to respect me. Let me tell you what respect is. Really, truly, it's self-evident. Yeah. No one else can respect you or disrespect you.
This guy's still giving advice like anybody's going to fucking listen to him. Like, bro, no one's going to listen to your advice, okay? So stop. It's like, oh, listen to me. I'll show you how to become a crazy person that looks completely fucking homeless who's crashing out and threatening, acting like a fucking crazy stalker. Yeah, listen to my advice.
So you should unsubscribe to him because respect is self-evidence. It's not self-evidence, self-evident, okay? Kind of congruent
He does,
with
Joe.
self-worth, self-belief in oneself.
He looks like a marauder from the Middle Ages.
You should
You're right.
unsubscribe to him because he picked a fight with my queen, and I'll defend her just the way I'm defending my family and Prince.
He picked a fight with your wife? I don't believe that. There's no way Joe Rogan picked a fight with your wife.
Picking a fight with you, Seth Rogan. And whatever the fight you wanted to be, by the way, if you wanted to be a physical one, we could do that one, or who could...
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that, dude. You're not allowed to say that. What are the next charges they're going to get him with? Because remember, they got him with making terroristic threats towards Joe Rogan. They charged him with that. And now he's out. He's got a fucking ankle bracelet. He's got a restraining order. He's not allowed to say anything about Rogan. And he's still doing this. So what's the next step? They got to lock him back up. Am I wrong? They're going to have to lock him back up. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all have a better idea, but...
make a better movie.
I don't think he's going to be
YouTube,
free very long.
Funnier, whatever their fight is, let's just challenge each other. But with the framework only exceptionally, without exception, good and true. It has to do good and true. Yeah. Well, let's fight for that one. Okay. Kristen, I'm starving. You should probably go ahead and send this video. But before you send this video, what you need to do is please get the order in. I'm starving. And then we're headed somewhere really cool after this. It's the Capitol.
He's going to the Capitol. I hope you guys are following him. I'm worried about the people at the Capitol right now. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Joe? Doge, thank you, sir.
Doge Hordler super chatted $5. He looks more like a pirate than a king. If he was a king, he would at least have his subject trim his beard.
I wouldn't say king. Yeah, he's a little too disheveled to be a king, but like a knight in Arthur's Round Table or something like that. I could see him playing that character. Like maybe if he didn't like become fucking a grifter and a lying piece of shit, trying to basically sell people bullshit, and then have this schizophrenic episode, like he kept his shit together. I could see him easily being cast in like some Hollywood fucking epic about some like knights or some shit. Because he looks the part, man. But yeah, we're not done. There's more videos. This is 2 hours ago. Let's see where we're at now.
Vibration plates.
2 hours ago. At least he's back to his roots of doing fitness shit. Look at those. Do you guys think these abs are real? A lot of people do not believe these abs are real. They believe basically he had some sort of surgery to make them pop out more. Because they look too. They look fake, to be honest. They look fake.
There's one on each leg. It's like, how do you train for a Seth Rogen kind of fight?
There we go. He's training for the fight now. Now he's training.
Very qualified filmmaker, I think. So how do you get ready for something like that? And then I decided I would go ahead and get 4 vibration plates, and I would get on each limb, and I would crawl and hold maces. And how would I get like really strong wrists? I might get a heavier mace, one made by Rogue. Oh shit, the new gift I got on the ankle feels really good. And then your balance and proprioception changes, and then you become more primal, a more formidable opponent. Take a look. A psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah, bro, that's gonna help you fight Rogan, bro. You need to be in a gym, like an MMA gym right now, learning how to defend like jujitsu shit. You need to learn how to like stop him from getting your neck or breaking one of your limbs. And it's probably gonna take a few years before you could even have a chance. But yeah, stand on this fucking little vibraty thingy. That'll get you ready.
These are just 2. The other 2 are in the other room. A psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah, that's what you need.
I'll get that this week.
Good.
Once a month for a while.
Okay, so there is a plan for him to get help. Okay, so maybe that's what the police are hoping. They're hoping, okay, we'll let him go. If maybe they'll cut him some slack that he's still talking crazy. But we'll give him some time as he starts getting psychiatric help, and we figure out what kind of needs, what he needs, and then. But why is he still in Austin? Why doesn't he go back home? That's the other thing. He doesn't live in Austin. He's still in Austin, where he traveled to fight Joe Rogan. I don't know, but I'm glad to hear there is a plan to get him some psychiatric help, because that's what he fucking needs.
They'll do that one too. The videos don't ever have to stop.
They should, though.
Because what's stronger than stop, than the domain of time? What's stronger than time? Stop, start. It means there's time. What's stronger than time? Principles, bro. Principles. Seth Rogen.
Bro, could you stop with the vibrating thing, bro? You're enjoying it a little too much, okay? This doesn't seem like a workout. This seems a little weird, a little kinky. And it's creeping me out, bro. All right?
The fight started.
Just stop it.
You have to look it square in the eye because you can't be a coward to your family.
I can't look at him anymore.
You've created enough turmoil in mine, Seth Rogen. Enough. You should hear what's going on over here. Indivisible principles are. Yeah. King time. Vibration plates.
Is that the last thing you hear?
There's
before it goes down.
One on each
king
leg.
Time, honey.
It's like, how do you
it's king
train
time.
for Seth Rogan.
All right, well, let's see what this is still 2 hours ago, so he's just pumping these out like every 10 minutes.
About this.
These are just, I mean, this is probably all within an hour, every video we've seen. So I don't know how many more of these we got. Okay.
Here's what Liver King's having for dinner.
We got 2 more.
Got these sticks, right?
Okay, why do people keep putting dangerous objects in his hand? What is that about? Stop it. Stop putting dangerous objects in this guy's hand. Okay? Stop it. We're 15 away from 100, boys. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Let's man up and get to 100. Yeah, so if you're enjoying the show and you forgot to hit the like, it'll be a good time. Good time.
Right here, right from the ground, from the brother trees that are anchored into Mother Earth, the earth that we love and we enjoy, and we stand and play and pray and fight. We do these ancestral tenets on this great adventure we call life, but where do we do it at? On Earth.
What is he doing?
We sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, cold, sun, fight, bond.
They didn't cook his asparagus?
We
Is that
evolve.
asparagus or are those tree limbs?
Adventure,
Oh, he's doing his fire thing.
spirit. Those are the 12 ancestral.
Sorry, is this his fire ritual where he puts like little messages on paper and then burns them? I thought that was asparagus. I thought he was cooking his asparagus. I don't know.
tenets.
I wonder how the Four Season feels about you setting fires on their balcony.
I asked
At
for
least he's doing it on the balcony and not inside.
some of these sticks.
He's
I
cooking the
said, hey,
squirrel.
can I collect a couple of you sticks
Just kill the squirrel. He's eating the
from the
squirrel.
Guardians of the Galaxy, brother trees, birds, bees, flowers. Like, say these prayers and like, thank you, dear God, for right now. Thank you, Almighty Father, Son. Thank you, Your Majesty. Compliment your opposite, Mother Moon, Mother Earth. Oh, thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you to the birds, bees, flowers, trees, all of the sound that shapes the experience. Thank you to the wind.
Bro, this is some pagan Viking shit. This is some... What happened to a good old-fashioned Our Father? What happened to that?
Thank you for this breath. Thank you to the wind.
Is he burning pics of Joe's face in there? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Ricky Bobby, but he didn't show what he was burning.
As we're breathing in the bones from our brother trees, Guardians of the Galaxy, we're breathing this in from what was anchored.
Yeah, you're breathing in the toxic fumes, the carbon monoxide. That's really good. That's going to really clean the fucking spirit. That's what that's going to do. That's great for you.
In and what anchors Mother.
Don't catch your beard on fire, bro. That beard's a little too fucking close to the fire. Doge, what's up?
Doge Horn
Kind of, yeah.
chatted $5. He's trying to be Christian and pagan at the same time.
Yeah, he's making up his own Liver King religion as he goes. It's the gospel according to Liver King.
Earth right here, local information that we breathe into our lungs, which is then diffused into the bloodstream. Information that's now contained within you. Different information that people from California might not have or care about. Ancestral.
He's so obsessed that Joe's from California. Dude, you live in Nashville. You don't even live in Texas anymore. And you're pissed that Joe moved to Texas. Like, I get it. But if really, Joe's originally from Florida, I think, and then Massachusetts, and then San Francisco, California. Yeah, so, yeah, who cares, dude? You're not more Texas than Joe, bro. You're not. You're just more crazy than Joe.
Ancestral information. Spirit, that's the 12th ancestral tenet. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then afterwards, you might be interested in this one. I have two really vulnerabilities that maybe I would have never shared with the world. One of them is my beard. I was like, oh, I can't even grow a real beard, you know.
Yeah, Joe will use that beard against you, bro. Joe, like, that beard is the perfect thing to grab onto as he chokes the life out of you. Yeah.
And so what
It's
I do is
definitely a
I take
weakness.
these ashes, and when it's charcoaled like that,
He'll lead you around by your beard. He'll just grab it and just be like, come on, bitch. Oh, look at my beard.
and then I color in the spots where it's like bald. Like this part right here, you see? It's not like this part. This part, so that makes you
TMI,
feel
bro.
more
TMI, bro. We didn't need to know.
confident when I take the charcoal and I just put it right there. And then I'm wearing Brother Bear. I'm wearing the tree, Brother Bones, on me. Now it's on my skin. Now it's being also then diffused into my bloodstream with this other organ. And
Bro, if anybody understands what the fuck he's trying to say here, like, you're a high level Liver King expert, because this is rambling that it's like I'm trying to follow, but they're just random words put together that have like no real meaning at the end of the day.
there's new information that's inside of us, in the lungs, the blood. There's a certain kind of wisdom, so I just, it's not mine. Me, Liver King. Me makes fire, you know. Just want to be born with family, fight, tear anything apart that gets in my way.
Take the camera away from him.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Your Majesty. Mother Moon, Mother Earth. Thank you, wind. Thank you, water. Thank you to my family. Thank you to the cosmos, Lord, Source. God with a capital G, and all of the elements.
Make station wagons great again. Super chatted $2. Liver Queen.
Oh, duh, yeah. No, the Liver Queen is his wife. Yeah, that's his wife. That's what she's called. She's a Liver Queen. Thanks, brother. Thank you for the 2. Make station wagons great again.
Elements.
This prayer is just, it's so crazy. It's I don't know. It's. I hope Netflix is coming back to film, because he's got a documentary coming out soon on Netflix. I'll be watching it. Won't be able to react to that on stream, but I'll be watching that in my personal time. And I hope Netflix is fucking flying to wherever he's at right now to get all of this on camera. They're missing a huge opportunity right now. Doge, thank you again, Doge.
Doge Hordler super chatted $5. I feel like he's trying to play a character like Joaquin Phoenix did in 2009 when he pretended to switch careers to become a rapper.
Yeah, I don't think he's got that level of acting chops as Joaquin Phoenix does, dude. I don't think this is an act. And if it is, I think by the time you get terrorist charges, you're when the state starts treating you like a fucking terrorist, you might want to go, okay, that's enough of that act. That was an act, guys. That was me acting. Now that the state of Texas has got an ankle monitor on me and I have a restraining order and I just spent a night in jail, I'll let you know this was all an act. I don't think it is. A lot of people are still thinking it's an act because it makes sense. Like, this is bringing in the money. But I think the only reason this is bringing in him money for him is because he's got a team that's figuring out how to monetize this sort of madness. He couldn't do this on his own.
That conspired to give us this fucking awesome adventure. Lock it down.
Dude, you can't say fuck in a prayer to God, bro. Dude, you're going to hell, bro.
Fist bump pound.
It's like, oh, God, I fucking love you, God. It's like, okay, calm down. Calm down.
Life on earth. Amen.
Show some respect to the Lord.
Boom.
Okay?
The name doesn't matter. It's a message. King time. Got the.
Hey, we still got more. Not over.
I just blew it out. I should have got that one on
the
there,
whole
right?
hotel's on
That was
fire
kinda
now.
Cool. I was like, let's do it again. King time.
This is my special event. Tune in 2 hours as I set the whole fucking hotel on fire. As I pray to some Viking god. He's gonna pass out from the fucking smoke. Bro, that's not good for you, bro. You might as well smoke a whole 2 packs of cigarettes a day if this is the shit you're gonna do.
Doge Hordler super chatted $5. For sure, saying F word during prayer is blasphemy.
Yeah, I think it's so common sense that, like, even when I went to church, like, it wasn't even talked about because who would think that was okay? I don't think there's any priest that's ever said, by the way, when you're saying the Our Father, don't say fuck, okay? It's like, I think that's common sense. Thank you, Doge. It's just...
You should definitely know that there's free Wi-Fi, but it's only free if you know the password. The password, everyone's gonna know it this week. You should ask though anyways. King time.
This is fucked, dude. This is not helping your mental state, dude. Huffing in the fucking smoke off of an open flame. You can pass out doing shit like this and like literally fall into the fire. I think there was a Survivor episode that a dude, was it Survivor? He was like standing over the fire and then like the wind just pushed a bunch of smoke to him and the smoke just like he just breathed in all the smoke, passed out face first into the fucking fire. And they had to like rush him out because yeah, it's not very good to fall face first into a open flame. Yeah, not good. Guys, if you want to be like Liver King, this is what you do. You start a fire and then you stand over it and you breathe it in, all of the flame. You breathe in all the fucking carbon monoxide. Then you will achieve true warrior status. And lung cancer. Don't do it. I'm not telling you to do it, okay? YouTube censors, they're gonna have a banner underneath here that says, do not breathe the smoke off of a fire. Like, no shit, dude.
I just blew it out. I should have got that one on there, right? That looks kind of cool. I was like, let's do it again. King time.
Let's restart it, right? This is a short one, I think. Let's see. Oh, all right. So here we are, finally, at the end of seems to be the last update from his Instagram.
Here's what Liver King's having for dinner, you guys. We got, these are top bone. Oh, whoa. Look at what we're about. We're going to the Capitol here.
Guys, crashing out, having fucking manic episodes. Monetize that shit, okay? That's the story from all of this. Is if you have a manic fucking episode and you start losing touch with reality, film every second of it. Put crazy music in the background that you own the rights to, and then monetize that shit. Dude, this is genius, right? This is like high level fucking high level ways to fucking monetize your talent. And he's eating good. Look at him. He's happy. He's happy. Yeah, he's crazy, but he's making a ton of money being crazy.
Just a minute, but before we do, I just gotta shower so I look so handsome because I just had to wash
those are tomahawk steaks from the Four Seasons. They're probably like $150 a pop.
Jail off of me, and now it's gone. And now look what I get a feast on. Boom, boom. One for me, one for the. Oh, Christian's sharing also because it's way more than we could eat. Trust me, I weigh 178 pounds.
No one cares how much you weigh already. Shut up about it.
These are treats for the boys, Action Mace. Here's what Liver King can. You don't want me to show you right now, do you? Liver Queen. We have Christian King here. We have who's not George. What's your name again, brother?
Mine is Mike.
Mike, he's right here. Can I show you?
Yeah, please, of course.
This is Mike. Are you in there?
What's going on, guys? How are we doing?
Mike at the Four Seasons. He's making.
Yeah. Hi, Mike.
Making this first Axe Mace. Come, boys.
I'm sure that might be one of the genius minds behind the management team that's figuring out how to make some money off of this crash out. And they're like super nice. Hi, talking to him like he's like a retard, basically. Hi, yeah, we love you. We love you. We'll help you get monetized. And yeah, get the guy some real help. Somebody sees the problem, like in situations like this. Probably his sons are the only ones that really want to get him some help, and they don't know how to do it. Right? They're just like probably in a state of shock. Like, what's going on with dad? Like, what happened? I want old dad back. And everybody else around him is like, you're good, dude. We'll just keep filming. Yeah. Here's a big fat check. Go buy some tomahawk steaks.
And then out a nice champion. This is what we're about to get down on. King time. Here's what Liver King's having for dinner, you guys. We got, these are top bone.
I bet you he's not in jail either. Let's see. Is Liver King, is he back in jail? I'm gonna see. Maybe there's some updates on fucking Twitter here. Yeah, I'll put money on it. Liver King has parasites in his brain or prions from eating raw meat. You don't get prions unless you're eating human meat. So yeah, I don't think he's been eating humans, but maybe, possibly, he could have some other sort of parasites. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't think he's been arrested. Let's see if there's anything new here. Sometimes it doesn't update unless you refresh. Oh, are these pinned? Let's see. Is this new stuff? Oh, yeah, of course there's new stuff. Or they deleted all of it. Wait. No, there's new stuff already. Jesus. Yeah, because this is the one.
Yeah.
Gotta love Grok. It's helpful.
We're going to the cat.
It's helpful, Doge. It is. Yeah, there's more. I thought we were at the end. Apparently, he's uploaded more.
Oh, this looks so nice.
Oh, okay. Now he's on the loose.
They just put the gate on. They just closed it.
The juice is on the loose.
They just closed it. Oh, I wonder if we could take a quick picture. Let's ask. Let's go ask.
Oh, now you're breaking the law by crossing. Oh, now that's breaking the law. You're breaking the fucking law.
See if we can get a quick picture.
Super chatted $1.99. How do we know he's not eating human meat?
It's a good point, MMAKO. We don't know. But I'm going to assume it's probably pretty hard to source high-quality human meat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe he's got his own supply of human fucking ribs or something. Yeah, it could be. It could be. But nah, I don't even... Look, it's possible the raw meat could have caused a brain parasite, but I think this guy, you know, some people just have this sort of mental illness. Sometimes it runs in the family, and it just shows up as you get older, especially during a very stressful event like this. So, but yeah, he could be eating humans too. You're right. Thank you for the super chat, Rico. Hope you're doing good, bro.
I'm gonna ask him real quick. Y'all can stay here.
This would be the last thing Joe sees. Liver King running at him with 2 Dobermans at his side. Oh, man. Is he running towards the security? Oh, they're at the... Okay, yeah, he's at the Capitol. That's right. He said he was going to go to the Capitol. The Capitol's closed. They had a barrier there. He goes underneath it, runs over. Now he's running right at the cops with his 2 Dobermans. Okay, yeah, that's... I'll say this. You're lucky you're a white dude. But you still do, even as a white dude, you look a little threatening because you look like a crazy, homeless, drugged out white dude right now. But I'm sure the police will be nice. Oh, they said, yeah, you can take a picture. Oh, okay. Now he's sightseeing around Austin.
Yes, sir.
Make your way to the nearest exit. We're here.
Is that speaker for him?
At the, what's it say? Texas African American History. Look at this. Look at how.
See, look at they're talking. He literally crossed into the Capitol when it's closed, and now they're on the loudspeaker telling him to leave.
Beautiful this.
And people are saying he kicked his dog. Now, those 2 dogs seem very well behaved. I don't see any reason to kick them. And a lot of people think like a touch is a kick, because sometimes what you do is you touch your dog with your foot just to snap him out of whatever they're doing. Let's see if he actually kicks his dog, because if he does, lock him the fuck up.
Places. We're in the Capitol. We're in the Capitol. We're here for Rogan versus Liverking.
See, his wife's just going along with this.
Rogan versus Liverking. That's what we're doing here.
He's at the Capitol for Rogan. Dude, they gotta arrest this guy again.
And we asked if we could
His situation is too far gone to be like, oh, we'll let you out. Just let's schedule a psychiatric counseling and make sure. No, you need to send him to a facility where he's, not locked up, but like forced to be there for like a week or 2. That's the level this guy's gotten to, in my opinion.
Closed. We asked for 1 minute. He said okay. And so we did what we said we were going to do. Nothing more, nothing less. We'll be here all week, though. That's what we're going to be doing.
Doge Hordler super chatted $5. Those 2 dogs would have him for dinner.
Eventually, yeah. If they were trapped in an apartment and he died and they had no food, eventually. See, the thing that makes dogs better than cats, though. Dogs won't eat you right away. Dogs will only eat you when it's a last resort. That they have no choice but to eat you to survive. The cats will start eating you right away. So it's okay. As a human, you'd probably do the same thing. If you were close to starving to death and there was a fellow human dead that you can, that can keep you alive, you would do the same thing. So, hey, don't shade on dogs, bro. No dog hate up in this chat, all right? We are a pro dog channel here at Pink Trip.
And now we're going to deliver on our word and we're going to peel out of here. The name never mattered. King time. Let's go, boys.
Was that the kick? That wasn't really a kick. And, you know, a lot of people are so quick that anytime like your foot touches the dog, you kicked him. Like, no, sometimes you have your hands taken up like that and you can't really correct the dog with your hands. So you touched him. I don't know. You guys ever watch fucking Caesar Milan, right? Like he would go like that. Like you're not hurting the dog. It's just mimicking like same thing the mother would do. It kind of just snaps him out of it. And you, of course, don't do it in any way that would actually fucking hurt him. It's just kind of like a, hey, snap out of it. Same thing that yelling does.
Can you get that?
Sometimes you don't want to yell and go, hey, you know, you don't want to do that like in public or whatever. I don't know.
Branch for me? Oh,
I don't know. Maybe he does kick the dog and I just missed it.
I wish we could use it right now. Look at me. She's all excited. Big champion.
It does seem like they take good care of the dog. So I don't know.
Thank you.
Go arrest this guy right now. Go arrest him.
Doge Hordler super chatted $5. Sorry, bro. Drunk comment.
Yeah, I got
I mean,
you.
those dogs are vicious, so you better be a good owner.
Have you had a lot of experience with Dobermans, Doge Hodler? They're some of the sweetest dogs, dude. They're very sweet. They get a bad rep because the movies, you know, they look scary. But every Doberman I've ever seen where they're in a family situation and they're getting good care and they're raised and trained, they're the sweetest fucking dogs. They're very sweet. I love them.
No, which one? Anything you want, absolutely. But you gotta walk with me or take it fast. What's your name? Vince.
There's always a fucking fan that wants to take a picture. It's so weird. Dude, I've met some famous people. Do you know how many people I've asked to take a picture with when I meet them? 0. It's weird when people want a picture. It's like, oh, okay, so now you have a picture. What does that do for you? Like, oh, are you going to put it on your mantle at home? Like, it's fucking stupid, dude. Just shake his hand and say hello. Like a normal fucking person. My best friend had 2. They were the best, but when raised, yeah.
My best friend had 2.
Yeah, those,
they were the best.
But that's the case for a lot of dogs.
By bad people, they are lethal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about pit bulls. Pit bulls are just, that's a different story. But yeah, the most breeds, if you abuse them, they can become very dangerous. And the thing with Dobermans and German Shepherds is that when they're dangerous, they're very fucking dangerous. But that's a possibility with all dogs, dude, unfortunately.
Liverking.
Yeah.
Take a
And
picture.
people too. You treat people like shit, you know, they bite.
Let's take a picture. Okay, we did it.
Can you take this?
Can I do what?
Yeah? Can you take a picture of me?
Can I take a? I don't know what you're asking. Here's what's happening. We're moving on though.
Yeah.
It's Rogan versus Liver King. Who are you voting for? Who are you rooting for? I'll tell you, you're rooting for what's right.
You better say Liver King or he's going to turn around and... this might not be the guy that you want to go up to get a picture from right now. Just saying.
All right, guys, let's take a trip around the block. Hey, folks!
Now, I don't know if I missed him kicking his dog. Somebody said at the end is when he kicks him. But yeah, I mean, look, he seems to love his dogs. They seem to up to this point to be taken care of pretty well. From what we see, we don't see what happens off camera, but everything seems to be on camera with these people. But he does seem like he's not in the state that he should be the primary guy caring for the dogs at this point. His the liver queen and his sons should be taking over the primary care, in my opinion.
Hold on. Sit.
Yeah, those are 2 well-behaved dogs. Because I can make my dog sit and shake and all that stuff. Well, not everything, but sit and shake, lay down, roll over. I haven't gotten that far. But when I'm walking him, I cannot get him to sit. Like he becomes once I'm walking him and he's on a leash, he pulls me everywhere he wants to go. I have to fight him. You know, I don't know. Maybe I suck at leash training, but I think some dogs are just, you got to take what you can get.
Let's see.
So these are 2 very well trained dogs.
824. We got about 15 minutes before we leave, okay? If we can I see that stick real quick? You guys know what this is? Stick champion. This is from the Guardians of the Galaxy. These are the bones. Stick champion. Not yet. To be continued. Okay, you hold on to it. All right, let's go around the block, guys. Come here. I'm gonna do this, huh? Good boy. Yeah. Good boy.
You got them all excited with the stick. They want to play now. They thought they were going to play some tug of war or something. That's so cute the way they walk. Dogs are the best, dude.
Not break the 200 yards. Justin, can you hear me? Where's Justin?
I still haven't seen this kick that he supposedly does.
Oh, okay. Christian.
But again, I haven't been watching close enough, so I might have missed it.
You keep filming. But I'm thinking every day we'll come back here. We'll come back here and not break the 200-yard perimeter rule. Oh, this is what I need to do. I'm not even thinking straight because I'm filming. I'm like,
yeah, that's why you're not thinking straight.
Let me make a real video. And do I need to avoid you again, or yes or no? Because it's really weird to not just like be free. So what's going on with that? So now it's okay?
You forgot the weird music in the background. How are you going to make money off this video? Do I got to add my own weird music to this?
You guys got me logged into Instagram?
They were working on it.
Fuck, is it logged in? You don't know?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, then I won't fuck around with trying to go IG Live because that won't make sense. It's the wrong account. So it'll be less than totally true. Just record something.
Oh, there it was.
If you're gonna pull like that, you don't get a walk.
Yeah,
with
that's
it,
a problem.
okay?
That wasn't a touch. That was a fucking full swing with his leg. I understand now. Get those dogs away from him, dude. Look, the thing with dogs is like even when you abuse them, they still love you. So like get him away from him until he's fucking gotten the help he needs, because he should not be caring for even a fucking rat at this point. This guy's so fucking out of it. Fuck that.
Make sure you check out my Patreon. I'm about to.
Oops, what did I do?
Okay, let's see the time. It's about.
Yeah, it looks like he pulled back before he really kicked him, but yeah, that's a sign.
27.
Yeah, somebody in the chat. Now we know he beats his wife with how he hits the dog. That is a sign of there is a little bit of violence that can slip out from this guy out of nowhere.
It's just the sun is setting on it.
Yeah, and if you're willing to hit a dog, you're definitely willing to hit a person.
Yeah, welcome to Texas, Joe. You're from another state, right?
Like you can train you can be mean and hit your dog and use that as a way of training. To me, that's the worst way to train your dog. The way you train your dog is through positive reinforcement. And yeah, my dog still may not sit when I walk him on his fucking leash, but at least he's not fucking scared of me, okay? That's pussy ass shit, dude.
We're friendly, dude.
Yeah, the problem with IG is I can't rewind this shit, so if you missed it, you're gonna have to rewind the actual my stream to get it.
But there's something that's gonna happen in the middle of it. You can try and.
But it looked like he pulled back,
Hey,
like his
shut him up.
his dogs were pulling too much.
And then maybe he'll go.
I think the issue is dogs were pulling too much. Like his dogs are so well behaved, dude. Like walking two dogs on a leash like this, they're so fucking well behaved. Yeah, they could probably be better. Get Caesar Milan to teach them, but this is pretty fucking good. And because it pulled a little too much, he like completely swung his leg. I'm glad he pulled. It looked like he pulled back. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like he pulled back at the last second. That was not like if you're gonna use your leg to correct your dog, it's a touch, it's a tap, the same way you would with your hand. It's not a fucking swing of the leg. Like you're gonna fucking soccer kick it, dude.
Hey, put that thing around his ankle. Give him a curfew. Give him a curfew, and then maybe we'll get we got a curfew.
The left arrow goes to the next video. There is no left arrow. This is not. I'm on. Look, there's nothing here. There's nothing I can do to this except stop it and start it. Okay. I'm not on my mobile phone. This is my computer. This is IG through desktop.
Day at the Capitol all week and not violate the 200-yard perimeter next to the plug.
Was it not a kick? Okay, well, it was a swing of the leg, but he pulled back before he kicked him,
Or anything
which
else.
there's no point to do that.
What we'll do is we're just going to gently remind you every day.
The only reason it wasn't a kick is because he didn't fucking follow through at the last second. He pulled back.
Challenging another man.
It's probably because he fucking last second realized, yeah, I can't kick my dog on camera.
That's, you know, I have a swing. I think you might have someone that you honor too. Maybe you won't be a coward. to your
Is he
family.
filming? So he's filming. So the guy walking's filming him, and while the guy's walking and filming him, he's filming himself. So he's double filming IG right now.
You won't do that right away. You'll keep running.
So is this the next video? Because there's another video after this. They just keep coming, dude.
But you actually did.
He's cashing in. He got the Joe Rogan bump. You want the Joe Rogan bump? All you got to do is travel to Austin and threaten to kill him. Don't do it though. You'll end up with terrorist charges. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I drink this coffee too fast, dude. All right. At least kick. Oh, yeah. That wasn't a kick. That wasn't a kick, right? Right? That wasn't a kick, Celadon, you fuck. It was not a kick. That was a fucking kick. That was a full-blown kick to the dog's leg, which a dog's leg is very sensitive. It's very tiny. You can really hurt your dog. I mean, that wasn't even a kick to the butt. That was to the fucking leg, dude. Dude, okay, terrorist charges and abusing your dog now. That's another charge on top, dude. Fuck this guy, bro. Get those dogs away from him.
Get the fuck out. That's not okay. Sit. Both y'all.
No, it's not okay for you to be kicking your dog, fucking bitch.
Sit.
Now I'm pissed. This was all fun and games. Now I'm pissed, dude. Now I'm fucking pissed. I'm gonna show up. I'm not going to Austin. I can't say that because people take things seriously. But if I was crazy like Liver King, that would be something that would drive me to want to go to Austin to fight fucking Liver King now. You want to fight? I'm sure there's a lot of people that'd be willing to fight you now, Liver King. That's all you gotta do. Go around kicking your dogs. Maybe Joe will actually show up and actually whoop your fucking ass now, dude. I'm hoping that's what happens now. Fucking little bitch, dude.
Yes, sir.
Oh, now this is not so funny. Now this is like, this just really pisses me off. Oh yeah, keep recording. Keep recording the abuse of your dogs. Good. Give us plenty of evidence.
Sit. Sit.
Dude, I'm hoping somebody's calling, because people are watching this and calling the Austin Police Department being like, why did you let this guy out? He's out there kicking his dog now, so look, I hate the idea of a dog being taken by, like, the city or whatever the fuck happens. Like, I don't know, just get somebody who's responsible for those dogs until you get your shit together. And if this was a problem, you've always been kicking your fucking dog, then you shouldn't have a fucking dog. I don't even know if I can excuse this manic schizophrenic fucking episode for kicking your dog, because you probably always kicked your fucking dog. What a piece of shit, dude.
Either of you pull like that, then neither of you are gonna walk with me ever again. Do either of y'all never want to walk with me ever again?
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Yeah, the dog fucked up. That's right. It's the dogs that fucked up.
All the way down. All the way down. Down.
I'd be so happy to see those dogs turn around and be like, just rip his fucking throat out. You know they could do that if they wanted to, right? Almost called them the maggot word. When I get angry, that word comes out.
Down.
Gotta calm
I'll
down.
stay here for a minute.
Calm
right
down.
Here. If either of you guys pull to chase a squirrel or get wild, then neither of you get a walk. Neither of you get to do that.
That's not how it works. You have to walk your dogs. They have to get out. Otherwise, it becomes unhealthy. Walks are not a treat. Walks are a fucking necessity for the well-being of your animal.
Guess what? I'm trying to make a video. Walk with mom. And then you guys are going to pull. And you don't know it.
I mean, look, it's possible. Somebody mentioned his wife might be, after seeing this, I might be on the side of like, yeah, his wife's probably getting abused and is one of those types that doesn't know how to get out of a situation like that. When I see something like that, I'm thinking, okay, maybe his kids and wife, there's something else deeper, darker going on behind the scenes when the camera's not on.
You're being wild, that's what you do, but guess who it's not fun for?
Yeah, it's not fun for you, because that's all about you, right? It's all about you, fuckhead.
You're pulling, yeah. That's not real fun. So I'll release you.
Bro, if I kicked my dog every time he pulled, he would be dead by now. I mean, this is what dogs do on walks. The way you don't kick them to straighten them out. You just stop moving in the direction they're pulling until they figure out to stop pulling. What a fucking dumbass, dude.
Of getting to walk, and then you could just be wild. What do you want to do? What do you want
Whoever allowed this madman to adopt these dogs, they need to be brought up on charges too.
to do? Because it's not fun like that. I'm gonna post that video to Instagram.
There's another
then we
video.
have-
So he's just these videos are just continuing to come, dude.
Time.
No, we should head back.
Let's post that video when we're in the car.
And you know the guy filming this knows that he just fucked up so bad that he could go to Austin, threaten to kill Joe Rogan, have a manic episode, but you just kicked a dog on a fucking live stream for the whole world to see. There's no coming back from that, bro. There's no coming back from that.
We don't have time for the loop because we have 10 minutes. We have time to walk over.
No, we don't know traffic.
We have a 8:40 out, and that was the hard out, which gave us quite a bit of extra time.
That shit made me mad, dude.
Quite a bit of extra time.
That shit got me heated.
We're on this part of the square. It actually might be faster to walk all the way around. You sure?
It's not.
You
Yep.
can see that?
I've been looking at the maps.
Okay. Oh,
Thank you, John.
we can't cut through right there.
Thank you for your vote of confidence. I sometimes I do feel stupid, John, but then people like you let me know I'm not stupid, and that makes me feel better, brother. Thank you, John. And you are gonna make a great president one day, John. I can't wait to vote for you, brother.
No. Capital loading dock. Oh, okay.
Thank you, John.
Okay. Oh.
Going straight back and back to the car.
Because if they were open, so we're gonna come. I don't know if you heard. We're gonna come back here every day, Justin. But we're not gonna go closer to the 200 yards. And the news will. Everyone will be invited every day, but nobody has to come. And we have a curfew. We won't violate the curfew or the restraining or any of that.
See, I think Curtis says that's a short leash at a dog's early age helps him stay at your side, stride for stride. The issue I have is like for my dog to poop, he won't poop where I tell him to poop. He's got to explore, and he loves exploring. So it's a balancing act of letting him kind of lead and explore to find his spot where he likes to poop and smell the things he wants to smell. But then like, okay, now we're done. Now you follow me. And that's where it gets a little tricky to get him to switch. It's okay. Like, he's not perfect. I've learned to deal with it. I've learned to deal with to get the cooperation I can. Like, I take little training treats. So as long as I have training treats, I can get him to snap out of it and pay attention to me. Positive reinforcement.
Enjoy some laughs. That's my family. This is my family. So every day we're going to do that and not get in any trouble. You see how they're not pulling at all now? Like,
Oh yeah. That's yeah. Just teach everybody to kick their dog. See now he's see how they're not pulling at all now? Yeah. Just show everybody out there how well kicking your dog works. Right? What a fucking bitch, dude. By the way, because the algorithm's stupid, that's sarcasm. Never kick your fucking dog, dude. That shit doesn't work. It doesn't work in the long run. So don't listen to retard over here.
how come you couldn't do this earlier?
She is talking, but she's talking quietly to him. What I've noticed is that when she's around him, she kind of tries to talk in a way the camera can't pick it up. So she might be trying to kind of steer his insanity, like, and try to kind of keep him in line a little bit, but not in a way that's gonna like blow his spot up on camera. Because I think she's terrified of embarrassing him on camera, and we might know why now. Maybe, allegedly.
He'll try it. He faced it, and so then I had to let it go. Because he could feel himself pulling. And guess what? He gets no tension. No tension. He's almost down. Then what? Uh-oh. What happens when there's tension? What does he... Oh, he looks back, because that's different. Oh, he's going to pull, and then what?
Yeah, so see how well that worked? The reality is no dog is going to be perfect, dude. People have this like I get it. He's trying to train his dogs to be perfect fucking... You have to have some leeway for your dog. Your dog is a dog. They're not going to be perfect. This is why so many people adopt dogs and then they get rid of them after a year, because it's like, oh, the dog pooped in the yard. It's like, yeah, they're a dog. They need training. It takes time. And like a child, you have to work with them.
Oh, and then,
Whatever.
and then maybe.
At least she's trying to comfort the dog. But she did the little pat on the butt. Like, it's okay. He's crazy. He's
Good
crazy.
boy, Axe.
Don't take it too
Oh,
personally.
good boy, Axe. Oh, you pulled a little too much.
Uh-oh.
We don't do that, right?
Uh-oh.
It doesn't make sense to do that one.
Well, at least you didn't kick him again. Maybe he finally had the wherewithal, the common sense to realize, maybe I shouldn't kick the dog on camera. Just maybe.
Make the adjustment. And then it'll become really nice to walk with you. Oh, wow, this is here. That looks nice. Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, I can't believe these videos. I can't believe this is still going. How many more videos does he have? This is high level content here. See, the thing is, I don't think did it restart? Did this restart?
Oh, that's really fun.
I don't think it has.
I mean, that's how desperate people are to attempt to create value. So misguided and blind. It's like, and they don't even.
Imagine being her and like you're living with this guy who like nothing he says makes any fucking sense. Like she's having a conversation with him. I know you could probably barely hear him because he's so far off camera, but he's just rambling back nonsense to her.
Know better. It's just, they're so steeped into the ridiculousness of how do we just fucking make $1 irrespective. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. No one fucking cares anymore. How do I just make $1 to pay?
So he's saying it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Nobody cares anymore. How can I just make $1? Maybe he's, yeah, I mean, I think he's smart enough to be aware that he's making good money off of this crash out. It's the most relevant he's been in a while, so we're gonna just get non-stop crash out videos from him.
To fucking build or buy something that doesn't fucking matter to you. How many times did they call you? What? They texted you before the call?
See, I kind of want to move to the next video, but I don't know what I'm gonna miss here. So what are the comments here? Is kicking your dogs an ancestral tenet? That's the shit he's always talking about, like the 12 ancestral tenets or whatever fucking nonsense. That's a funny comment.
And the guy that they get, the family that they
He's,
get,
dude.
That's why I'm so fucking pissed and enraged.
I think there are a lot of people who are down to laugh at his fucking crash out and like enjoy the lol-cow aspect of all this. But then once you kick your dog, dude, people are gonna be fucking enraged at you, dude.
This is why I'm not gonna stop it, because
Yeah, there's no options. This is IG. I can't change the speed. All I can do is pause and stop.
the look on their faces,
Right click does nothing. There's
the
no.
expression of their heart.
This is IG on desktop. They don't. IG does for some reason doesn't. Nobody cares about people on desktops anymore. We're a dying breed. Everybody's on their stupid tiny little fucking phone looking. Who wants to do that? I want a big fucking monitor. I want to experience the internet with my big monitor, with my desktop, with my high-speed internet. I don't know. Everything's designed for these stupid fucking phones now.
It's like they weren't expecting this. They were expecting this other version of us that they saw that Joe and the movie and other things have been sharing. They expected that version, and that was a lesser version of what we actually are. And so,
Let's move on because this is terrible.
Wielding my dominant husband sword to force.
Okay, so I guess this is a pinned one. So yeah, that is where. Yeah, is this the pinned one? Yeah.
good morning, my
Let's listen to
brothers.
This is from him from last year, September. Let's see how crazy he was back then.
My Buffalo brothers,
But look, he got 51,000 likes. Terran Tactical liked it.
my sisters of the Homo sapien variety as well. I'm getting the early morning sun through the eyes on the face on the skin. I got the bare feet connected, anchored, grounded into the ancestral mother, Earth.
Okay, so yeah, he's always been a little crazy, but this is he's a little more sensible. Like at least his thoughts are like coherent and like together, right? You can make sense of what he's saying.
And
so yeah, this is new. This level of craziness is new. Yes, this is the last one. I think this is the one we just watched. Maybe.
Sit.
Yeah, this is the last. Maybe he's done finally fucking crashing out, dude. Look at this. These abs do not.
Wielding my
real.
dominant husband sword to forge the bond above. Fill it with love and model excellence in relationship. My complementary opposite.
So you need to go back to these highly edited videos so they can like edit you to not seem as fucking crazy.
The balance to my blade, my lioness, my soulmate. You attract your complementary opposite. So
yeah, she kind of looks like a battered housewife in this one. Like that smile is like the smile of a woman who's like, just keep smiling. Hopefully when we get home, he's not gonna beat me. I love you, honey. Yeah, this is god dang, dude. Yeah, I'm no longer making any excuses for this dude. I think I think he beats his dog, he beats his kids, he beats his wife. That's what my opinion, you know, allegedly. I can't prove it, but from the evidence I've seen watching this guy for the last couple of days, I think it's a lot worse behind the scenes than we realize, you know? All right. I think that's it for the Liver King. Let's see what else we got here. So somebody at NATO called Trump Daddy. We'll finish it up with the Trump Daddy stuff. It's a little weird, bro. It's a little weird. Let me find this. Actually, I think it's on Twitter. I think it's in my Twitter bookmarks. It's in my Twitter bookmarks. Don't. Bookmarks. Yeah, so he's out. we know this now. The NATO chief just called President Trump daddy following his F-bomb. Okay, this is kind of funny because Trump and a few others have already reacted to this. So there's a few clips involving this.
I mean, we may do papers on it, Marco. Maybe we're going to do papers. I don't even know if you need them. They're not going to be fighting each other. They've had it. They've had a big fight, like two kids in a schoolyard. You know, they fight like hell. You can't stop them. Let them fight for about 2-3 minutes. Then it's easy to stop them.
And then Daddy has to sometimes use strong language.
Yeah.
He just called Trump daddy. Daddy has to use strong language. Look, I know people are making like, oh, NATO loves him. Everybody's bowing down to Trump. This kind of reminds me of like, I've never done this, but you know, I've heard this story a million times. You know, you hire a hooker and she shows up and she's like, oh, daddy. And it's all love and fucking, you know, until her boyfriend knocks on the door with a fucking pistol. and you open the door and you got a pistol in your face and they're taking every fucking penny you have and all your jewelry in the safe box. That's what this reminds me of. Don't fall for the bullshit. Don't fall for the ass kissing, Trump. All these people think that they can just kiss his ass all day long and he will just go along with whatever they want.
Use strong language. Every once in a while, you have to use a certain word.
I think we have to join.
See, look at the way he leaned over like that. Like a little schoolgirl that's like, oh, I like you so much.
Every once in a while, you have to
You
use
called
a
me
certain
daddy. Oh, come here. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. So yeah, and then they asked Trump about it later.
From Sky News. Mark Rutte, the NATO chief, who is your friend, he called you daddy earlier.
Trump, you got to start a podcast. Call me daddy. All right? The new Trump podcast, Call Me Daddy.
Do you regard your NATO allies as kind of children?
No, he likes me. I think he likes
And they're going to turn it into a negative. Oh, so you just think they're all children.
me. If he doesn't, I'll let you know. I'll come back and I'll hit him hard, okay? No?
But do you
He did it very affectionate. Daddy, you're my daddy.
Do you regard your NATO allies, though, as kind of like...
He didn't say you're his daddy. He just compared you to like a father figure having to discipline his kids. Trump loved it so much. He's like, yeah, you're my daddy. That's not what he said, but let's run with it.
Children, and they're obviously listening to you and they're spending more, and you're obviously appreciative of that. But do you hope that actually they're going to be able to defend themselves, defend Europe on their own without...
I think they need help a little bit at the beginning. And
from Sky News.
I think there's one where they asked the guy who called him daddy, why did you call President Trump daddy?
Thank you. Deborah Haynes from Sky News. Hello. The language that you...
This is what the news is reporting on. This is the most important the biggest news to come out of this NATO summit is, oh my God, this guy called Trump daddy. It is weird though. It is fucking weird.
...have used when talking to Donald Trump has been notable because of its flattery. Today you called him daddy. You sent a text message to him
It's even funnier that you called him daddy. Daddy.
that was gushing with praise. Is this the way that you feel you have to act when doing business with the US president?
They're trying any way to spin this like their Trump derangement syndrome's like, oh my God, you just called him daddy? How could you call Hitler daddy?
Through flattery and praise. Isn't it a bit demeaning, and doesn't it make you look weak?
Jesus
no, I don't
Christ.
Think so. I think it's a bit of a question of taste, but I think he's a good friend.
The question of taste. I like the way daddy tastes. That's what you're saying, right? You like the way daddy tastes? Is that what you're saying?
And when he is doing stuff which is forcing us to, for example, when it comes to making more investments, would you ever think that this would be the result of this summit if he would not have been elected president? Do you really think that 7 or 8 countries who said, yeah, somewhere in the 2030s we...
This guy does seem like legitimately happy with what Trump's done. Because what they're happy about is I think Trump got every country to agree to raise their the amount they give to NATO to like 5% of their GDP. Correct me if I'm wrong, something like that. Which, by the way, I think we should disband NATO, but whatever. You know, obviously the head of NATO is going to be happy if Trump just got him more funding.
Might meet the 2%. We've now all decided in the last 4 or 5 months to get to 2%. So doesn't he deserve some praise?
Or I guess 2% of their GDP is what they're paying into NATO now, each country.
And when it comes to Iran, the fact that he took this decisive action, very targeted, to make sure that Iran would not be able to get his hands on a nuclear capability, I think he deserves all the praise.
Bro, you're forever just going to be known as the guy that called Trump daddy. That's all anybody's ever going to think about. What is this guy's fucking name? NATO SecGen. We don't want even. He doesn't even deserve a name. Let me see. What's his name? Mark Root. Mark Root, the NATO chief. Okay, Mark Root. I'm sorry to tell you this, brother, but no matter what you do for the rest of your fucking life, you're just going to be remembered as the guy they called Trump daddy. Oh, the Trump daddy guy. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he seems cool. Yeah. It's not bad so far, but clearly the TDS crowd, yeah, you're going to be kicked out of any events that involve the TDS crowd. They're not going to want you there. But this was a fun one, man. Liver King, it got a little dark at the end. I got a little angry. I'm still worried about the dogs. I think they need to take the dogs away. Got to get away from the dogs. Give them to somebody. I don't think the wife's capable as well, because the wife doesn't seem to be able to get away from him. So maybe Joe Rogan, you need to get your Navy SEAL team to go in there and rescue those dogs. Okay? They need a mission. They're just waiting for a mission, right? They're bored of just staking out his hotel. Send them in there. Operation Rescue Doberman. Okay? We got to get those Dobermans out of there. Joe Rogan, do it for the dogs. And I'm sure Governor Abbott will pardon you if needed. Because Abbott's cool like that. We can trust Abbott. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back on. I'm sure. I don't know. We'll probably have more updates from Liver King tomorrow, too. We'll see. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you on the next episode of... Can I time? I always time this wrong because I can't get to this fucking window. The Pink Trip Show. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you. Or night. Peace out.